What's going on, guys? We're going to go ahead and talk about a driving tutorial tonight. If you don't know, I'm a state certified driving instructor. This is going to be a night drive, including some main road driving and expressway driving back. The thing I need you to do is make sure your windows are clean. My foot's on the brake. This is a push to start. Whenever you start up your vehicle, you need to look around. This is an outside view today. Parking lots are very dangerous, particularly high school parking lots. A lot of kids speed through here, young adults, drifting, donuts. I'm not judging, but it's really hard on your vehicle, so you got to be really careful when you drive through parking lots. It's 8:10 Eastern Standard Time, and I can only make a left turn out of here. This is to facilitate and to get traffic moving out quickly, so I've stopped. You want to make sure your car has really good headlights. They should be replaced every couple of years. The brightness does drop down. You're going to see me stop for 3 seconds. Then I proceed. I'm going to turn on the brights, so now you see how they look. These are non-brights, bright, non-brights, brights. I have my brights on just before the end of this school area. I'll cut them off because I don't want to blind other drivers. Now they're off. You want to stay to the right side. I will be making a right turn. A lot of beginners go on the wrong side. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. So you stop, but you can't see. Literally, I can't see, so I got to go up and look. I'm going to change the camera a minute. Okay, I look left, right, and left. I'm going to wait. There's a car coming. Night driving can be challenging. A lot of my students this year have driven during the day, so when you are learning to drive nighttime, it's very challenging. Next time I do this, I'll do director's view so you'll be able to see me inside and out. So the speed limit here is 50, but it could be deer, people coming in and out, so I want to take my time. You can see the view is pretty clear. You want to have a nice clean view, windshield clean, headlights clean. You'll get less glare. Look left and right at the intersections before you get there. Here's another tip. We're coming up to a railroad. You'll lose points if you don't look left and right. So before you get here, you see the gate, you look left, you look right. Typically, I like to see my students make lane changes. So we're going to go ahead and make a lane change. Mirror, turn signal, blind spot. It's about 3-4 blinks. If you plan on that, you'll be good. And you want to see the rear of the tires on the ground. If you can't see the rear of the tires, you're too close. Normally, it's not this clear. This is a really clear night. There's a lot more smearing and glare. But if you can drive in this really clear weather, man, you're doing great. I'll look left and right before I go in the intersection. Cars run lights. This vehicle I'm driving, 10-speed transmission, high output, a lot of torque, a lot of speed. It's an SUV. Rides a little bumpy, as you can tell. but I can see pretty clearly. So if you were to get a vehicle, get something that's a good midsize for you. I'm gonna go ahead and get some fuel. I don't want to get on the expressway and run out. So, and this left lane is for lefts only. And I'm gonna go in and get some petrol. I got a question for you. Gasoline is $3.89. The gas tank is on my side, so you have to look. And I'm just gonna leave it on as I go in, but always keep your keys with you. And if you use a debit card, you need to go in because they will put a hold on your account. So if you're using a debit card to pay for something, pay for gas, go in and they won't put a hold on your account. So I have the key, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off, but I'm gonna leave on the camera so you can kind of see the gas station. Okay, I've gotten gas, so I'm good here. I talked about the debit card, and most people pay with a debit or credit card. So if you use it at the pump, you're going to get a hold put in your account. If you don't have enough money on your card, a lot of people would charge $50, $60, $70, $100 in gas. So a lot of gas stations do put a hold in your account. So you want to be mindful of that. I'm in the vehicle. And also when you go to a gas station, you don't want to go to a sketchy gas station. You want to go to the one that's well lit. As you can tell, I'm going to flip the screen. So this is well lit. It's clean, it's safe. That's what you want. You don't want to go into a station that's really sketchy, people hanging around. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. I always tell my students that. So now I have fuel. I could have risked it and got on the expressway, but I am not trying to run out of gas. It's happened 2 or 3 or 4 times. So you want to fill up your car, make sure the fuel pump has gasoline above it, because the gasoline also cools the fuel pump that's in the tank. And if this is the wintertime, I would definitely get gas, because you could have gas line freeze up. So I'm in the vehicle, I'm looking around, my windows look pretty good. Whenever you get gas, you should always clean the windows. They look pretty clear. And then I'm gonna put on my seatbelt. Also, if you're tired, Speedway, not sponsored, but they're good, safe gas stations, well lit. And if you've been on the interstate, there are a bunch of gas stations that are safe. So I'm looking around, make sure I'm good. I'm gonna put my foot on the brake, start up the vehicle. I was basically almost on E. So I'm checking my dashboard right now, and I'm a little bit past half. So I feel much safer. And when you're on the expressway, don't cut it close. You could have a traffic jam, you could have an accident, so you don't want to cut it too close. So cars are coming in now. You see me looking around. If this was a director's view, you could see me and then the outside. So, but I won't be able to go live. So the next time I drive, it'll be during the daylight. You'll be able to see a director's view, and that'll be really exciting too. So I'm getting set, I'm comfortable, I'm looking around. People will speed in and out of the gas station, so you got to really be mindful. And my gas tank is on the driver's side, some are on the passenger side. You have to look at the dashboard, there's a little arrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and change views. All right, outside view. Foot on the brake, put in drive. I'm gonna get you on and off the expressway so you can see what your instructor, what the examiners are looking for. So I'm staying in the middle, watching for people popping up, popping out. See those people backing up to the left? Sometimes there's some creepy people here, so you gotta be aware of what's going on. So I'm coming up to this end of the driveway, and I look left and right, I stop, and I'm gonna go ahead and get into this middle lane. I got a story to tell you guys. Had a young lady, it wasn't her fault. You see this left turn arrow? She froze. There's a lot of traffic here, and she panicked. But I supported her, I helped her, and it took 2 or 3 or 4 minutes. She literally just panicked so much. So instead of, being mean, not being caring, which I'm a very caring person, because if you take the time to realize this, I'm trying to help all of you get your license, reach adulthood. You gotta really take your time and be patient. You see how I'm inching forward, and I'm looking, and then I'm gonna go in the center lane because I want to make a left at this light. This is a protected left turn. Blinky yellow means proceed with caution. I'm going up to the middle. See that car blocking me, blinding my view. So I'm going to wait. And you have to be patient. They pass me. I'm going to go in the correct lane. You can see the sign to the left, do not enter. If you're on that side, you're going in the wrong way. So we got these Chevron alignment signs. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. So I'm going around here really slow, and I'm gonna hit the bottom, then I'm gonna accelerate. Oh, they got construction here. See these cones? Okay, I'm picking up speed. So this construction kind of caught me off guard, but that's okay. See, I got to merge out. And there you go. So this is one lane. I might take it down a mile or two. So in construction, you want to be mindful. They could be working on the road at night, less traffic. So I don't want to be caught in traffic. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my right blinker. I'm going to get off at this exit. And then now I'm squeezing my brakes. Yeah, I would just be standing there. So I don't think you guys want to see that. And I don't want to be stuck there either. See that truck going real fast? They're not even stopping. Whoa! Oh my God. Did you almost see that? They almost rear-ended them. Not paying attention. It was so obvious. But some of the most obvious things can cause rear-end collision. So if I would have been there, your uncle, I would have got rear-ended. And that would not have been healthy. So that goes to show you, people kind of get into a trance and they don't really think logically about driving. So I'm glad I didn't decide to go straight. I would have gotten rear-ended and hurt myself. So I'm coming up, and this is an outside view today. I'll do a director's video Friday, tomorrow. So I'm coming up looking, and I go in the nearest lane. That was a little scary. And this lane, well, I want to go straight. The nearest lane, I would have to make a right. So this cargo truck, this box truck, a lot of people go across the country, Canada, Chicago, Texas. You got to watch those construction vehicles. That was really bizarre. I wanted to get on the expressway again, but that one lane is going to back up, so I'm not going to do that. This is a main thoroughfare, 3 lanes, 45 miles an hour. So aim high, look ahead. I'm glad you could hear and see that. I heard that it was almost a rear-end collision. So there's a big truck to my left. I want to stay out of their blind spots. They're 1 lane over. You can't help but look at it. It's so huge. So you want to stay away from that vehicle. If you just popped in, this car almost rear-ended another car on the expressway, and I almost decided to go straight. I'm glad I did not, and I got off, because I would have got rear-ended in an accident. So what do we do at railroad crossings? We look left and right. So I'm looking left and right. I'm still here. You can see my teeth. All right, so I'm scanning again, looking around, being safe, maintaining good speed, and looking ahead. LOOKINGAHEAD, looking ahead. If you were driving with me, I would tell you, look ahead, maintain speed. I don't know if it's me, but it's a lot of weird things happening tonight. And sometimes you're driving and you almost get rear-ended, or you hear a truck with the brakes squealing. It's kind of scary. So this road is a good road to take students on. If you can maintain about 45 to 50, you're going to make flights. You have good speed control. Speed control is pretty good, taking my time. I'm going to make a lane change. So you see my blinker and mirror, turn signal, blind spot. This is an outside view today. It's dark in the car. And then I'm going to get over one more lane to the left. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze my brakes. And this is called a J turn. Teachable moment. I'm going to be on the outside of the J. And when I turn, I'll be all the way over to the right. So I have to stop. And then, if you can't see, you roll down your window. So I'm going to move up. This car does have auto start or shut off, so it's kind of weird, kind of throws you off. The other instructor must have turned it back on. So I'm just looking, car went by, I make that turn, and then I'm good. I think the other part of the expressway is closed going back toward Canada, so I'm gonna have to take some other routes. So 3 lanes, the middle lane is a safe lane or smooth lane. And you want to stop behind the line, I would give them a -2. They would get a -1. These cars are past the stop line. Another great teachable moment. So stop behind the line in case pedestrians have to cross. I look left and right. And if you start racing at lights, this light is red up here. If you cruise about 40, 45, you're going to make most lights. I'm going to get over one lane to the left. Take my time. I was going to take you guys on 3 multiple roundabouts in the expressway, but it's closed. And then I'll just have to go to the office another day. But I wanted to show you that. But I can get you some nice night driving. How do you keep your lane centered? How do you merge? And it's starting to rain a little bit. They're past the line again. So you will only get 1 minus for the same mistake. Yeah. I don't know if you hear the motor. It's shut off. Auto start, auto stop. Screen, you look. Also, occasionally you should listen to your car with the radio off. I used to work for a agency. I can't say the name, but we used to drive experimental vehicles. It's if it was 2020, we would drive a 2024 or 2025. So it looks like there's a Tesla to the left. Sorry, to the right. So no one can match that. You look left and right over the railroad tracks. And then sometimes they're really huge indentations and you'll catch air. It's not fun. It sounds like it's fun, but it's not. So I'm lifting my foot, just cruising. This Tesla may cut me off, but I'm just squeezing my brakes. And you can see me using the windshield wipers. You want to use your right fingers. You're going to want to take your hands off the wheel. And then I'm going to get over one lane to the left, outside view. And looking at this vehicle, their blinkers just on. See how they're kind of drifting in, so you got to be that defensive driver and just get some room. Ooh, people are flying. Don't get me wrong, I love driving, but also you got to be safe. So if you had difficulty seeing, this type of drive would be really good for you. It would show you this is another J turn, so I'm going to be in the outside lane, so I'll go all the way over to the right. If I was in the inside lane, I would be in the middle lane or the lane to the left. That's another area where beginners fail. So make sure you know what lane you need to be in and what lane you're going to. Beautiful picture of that flag. Beautiful. I am a patriot. If you're a patriot too, let me know. Patriot loves their country. I'm looking, and then I gently accelerate through. If I hit this accelerator really hard, I will spin out. I used to have an SS Trailblazer with the Corvette engine in, all-wheel drive. It was a monster, really powerful, but unfortunately someone stole it. I think there's a video of it on the channel. I'm gonna go up and I stop, but then I'm gonna move forward. It's called showing the car. You can't see me if I change view, but I'm looking out my left window. If you were here with me, I would tell you need to look out your window. And then it's clear. I'm gonna go in the first lane, keeping my turn short. Then I accelerate. I wanted to go on the expressway again to give you some more information, but there's construction. And I don't want to get rear-ended or be stuck in traffic. So fast food places for dangerous people are sticking french fries in their nose. They're not paying attention. You got to be really mindful. Any intersection is a potential area where pedestrians can come out, so you have to be mindful. You can see the rain on the windshield, so it's kind of smearing it. But then I'll use the wipers, which aren't that good. These are cheaper wipers, and they've already split and cracked. At the light, I want you to make it right. So at about the first green sign, I should see your speed drop, and you should be turning on your right turn signal. And then you merge in where this line is open. If you want to pass your test, you want to get a good grade, you need to be watching this. If you just joined, I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach teens and adults. So we're going to go up and we stop. I can turn on red, but there's traffic. I'm going to try to switch views again. Okay, it's a little hard to see me, but I'm looking to the left. I'm always looking around. If you don't look and you pull out, and you get hit, automatic failure. Or the sign-upper says no turn on red. All right, so got this front view again. I'm gonna inch forward. This car has this auto stop. I'm not really used to it. It's kind of weird. All right, it's clear. I go into the nearest lane, keep my turn short. Always turn short. This is a route that I would take clients on. So there's a street right here, blinkers on, you should be able to hear it. And you should be dropping speed right about 15. I'm at 18, 14. And this is a really tight turn. And then this is where you would turn on your brights. See, brights on, brights off, brights on. So I'm scanning for kids, joggers, people flying in this neighborhood area, and then I'm going to come up and stop for 3 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and keep the brights on so you can see it. I'm going to stop for 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. Yes, I do stop. And that's one area of failure. Students and clients do rolling stops. See my speed at about 20. Making a right turn on this street, squeezing my brakes. I should go in about 16. I'm at about 14, and it's hard to see. So we have the brights on. Pretty good night drive, you know, fall, scanning, keeping space. It's going slow. I'm gonna cut off my brights. I don't want to blind someone else. Be courteous. And I come up and squeeze my brakes, making a right turn. And this is a great area to take clients. We practice going through neighborhoods, 12 right turns, 12 left turns. Those fundamentals are so important. So what have you learned today? Have really consistent speed control. You learn how to get gas. You learn to be careful on the expressway because your uncle, your teacher, almost got rear-ended, and I made the decision not to go on. Guys and ladies, if this was valuable and you learned something, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. Have a great evening. Oh my God, that is so scary. What is that? Oh my God. Wow. That's crazy.